What's up everyone, Vu of Envo Films back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about this battery case charger power bank for your Sony Z batteries. The brand LLANO did send me this battery bank charger for review and also sponsored this video. I do not make review videos or take sponsorships for videos on products I don't actually use and actually enjoy using and actually want to recommend to my viewers. So if anything, a sponsorship just gives me a little nudge to actually create a video instead of just using this product for my own benefits without telling anyone about it. I'm using this for the past few months now. Obviously, it is a case for your Sony Z batteries. As you can see, it holds two of them, but then everyone is like, yo, Vu, why is this thing so thick? And yes, it is very thick, something I'm not very accustomed to considering I'm an Asian douchebag trash. But that is neither here nor there. The reason why it's so thick is because not only does it house your batteries while it's charging, it is also a power bank, which means you don't need to have this thing plugged in to have your batteries charging, because there's a 44.64 watt hour battery bank built in to this charging case. Basically 12,400 milliamps worth of battery in here. I don't know what that means. Basically, this is about half of the capacity of one of those 99 watt hour V mount batteries. So I'm able to charge up these two batteries a few times each in this case alone. When I'm not necessarily needing this to charge my batteries, I can also use it as just a battery bank. So here I have USB-C cable, then I plugged it into my cell phone. And my cell phone is now charging, and I think it is a maximum of 20 watts of output. So if you're like, Vu, the thing is kind of thick, you know, for travel. If you think about it, it's much better for you to have one of these to not only house two of your Z batteries, but also use it as a power bank, so you don't necessarily have to bring an extra power bank with you. This is your power bank, this is your camera battery charger, and it's just a good protective case for your battery. It has a little button here, and once you click it, it shows you the current status of your batteries. One is full and one is charging, as you can see right here. I've been using it for the past 3 months now. They sent me this a while back for review, and I just started using it and just got really lazy about doing a review. Doing reviews like this, as easy as it seems, is actually very difficult to actually do just because it's just so bland to do. But overall, it's really well built. Do I wish it wasn't as thick? Of course. But I understand why it has to be, considering it has almost 50 watt hour. It has almost a 50 watt hour battery built in inside. And of course it has to be able to house your two Z batteries. They have it for other batteries as well, not just Sony Z batteries. They have it for Nikon, Canon, Fujifilm, from what I've seen on Amazon. A lot of times when you see these new Sony camera reviews, a lot of the reviewers would say, hey, it has a new Sony Z battery. It takes the new Sony Z batteries. The reality is these batteries aren't so new anymore. If you own like an A7 III, A7R III, and you have the batteries that you got from those cameras, those batteries are like 7 years old. I have a total, right now I have a total of 7 Z batteries. And yes, I have sold my A7 III, A7R III and stuff like that over the years, but I have no idea which battery is which. I can probably look at the back. So these batteries here are 16 watt hours. So whatever you take, 44 divided by 16, that's probably how many times you can charge this battery. I can't do the math right now. Maybe that is like 5 times over you could charge one of these Z batteries in this battery bank alone. So if I look carefully at some of the dates on the back of these Z batteries, I can see that I have one here from 2022. I have another one here from also 2022, but this one right here that I have is from 2018. So this is a 6-year-old battery. As y'all may know, I film like 20 to 30 weddings a year, and I constantly use my batteries to like 10-15%, recharge them. So this one has probably been recharged multiple times, and I've noticed that some of my batteries are starting to die a lot quicker than they used to. Before I used to use just 2 batteries on an 8-hour wedding day on my main camera, but now I'm going into the 3rd battery. So this might be a good investment for some of you with some older batteries. Instead of buying additional new batteries, which is $80 each, if you were to buy this case. And let's say you had only 3 Z batteries and you were out there filming a wedding, filming some type, doing a shoot for whatever, corporate shoot, commercial shoot, and you have 1 battery inside your camera full, 2 batteries inside this case full, plus the actual battery of the case full. Once you use up one of the batteries and you need to switch it out for another one, you take the battery out from your camera, you switch it with one of the batteries in the charger, and now you know that battery inside that you just swapped out with, and you know the battery that you swapped with is charging. Now you have a full battery, you put it back in your camera, and let's say you use up this battery, you put it back in here, you take the other battery out, you use that, you put this one into charge. You know that you're going to have a cycle of constantly fully charged batteries for quite some time. So you could easily get over 10 hours of just continuous shooting, swapping up batteries just with this case. In my opinion, it is worth the investment, because even if you bought additional batteries, you're going to be having to swap them in and out anyway. This battery bank charger for your Z battery and other camera batteries is currently on sale on Amazon for $100. Sometimes you could find it as cheap as $80. So links in the description below. See how much it currently costs. I highly recommend this for Sony users, as well as Canon, Nikon, and Fujifilm, whatever LLANO makes this charging case for. You could also have the option of buying the smaller version of this case that doesn't have a battery, and it's a lot more compact, it's a lot smaller, but really it is just a case to house your batteries, and you have to plug it in to charge. There is no built-in battery to the case itself, and I think that one is like $50 or something like that. If I were you, I would just go ahead and get the one with the battery bank in it. That's the one I would recommend. And then a lot of you would say, well, you could just get one of these other random brand 3 battery chargers and plug in a power bank. Well, I have done that before also, guys. I have put my battery in here, plugged a USB-C in here, and then plugged in a separate battery bank, put it in my backpack, and these are the types of things that happen when they're in my backpack. The cable would get unplugged, battery's not charging. The battery actually just fell out of these slots, and then 1 or 2 of the batteries weren't charging, so that kind of defeats the purpose of what I was trying to do. With this, I know I don't have to plug it into anything. I just put it in my backpack, and I know my batteries are charging. If I need to check the status, I hit the button, I see what's going on. So it's a really good product, highly recommended. If you think this video was informative, help you make a buying decision, entertaining, whatever, please like, subscribe, and until next time, lighten up. Hey man, what box is that? It's a battery bank case from LLANO. Charges 2 of my Sony Z batteries at the same time. Oh my god, that rat, it's so thick. Well, it's thick because it's a 44 watt-hour battery bank. It charges your Sony Z batteries around 5 times. How much is that? It could be found for about $100 on Amazon. Oh my god, that's too expensive. I got it only $29.99. First of all, it's not a case and you have to plug it in to charge it. I plugged in the power bank jack in my backpack, no problem. The batteries can fall out in your backpack. Let me show you. Oh my god, it's rat.